Hey families, I just wanted to give you a quick sort of cheat sheet run through on this gigantic document, which is full of excellent information. There are two pages that I want to point out to you, though, to pay particular attention to. So, this is the Online Learning Student and Family Guide. Probably you've had this sent out to you. I've also attached it to the email so that it's accessible to you. So this is, I believe it's a 16-page document. I want you to pay particular attention to pages 6, which is this guy right here, online learning terms. There are a couple of terms that I'm going to try to be using as much as I can so that we're on the same page, you'll know exactly what that means. So we've got these two right here. So asynchronous instruction and synchronous instruction. Asynchronous instruction, uh, you can see, is not live between participants. So we're going to be doing synchronous and asynchronous every single day. Asynchronous is when essentially your child is working on their own without a live conversation going on, like we're not interacting through a Google Meet or something like that. Synchronous is when we're synchronizing and we're all together on the screen together. So that might be a whole class, it might be just a grade level, it might be just a group, it might be just your child. There's going to be lots of sort of flexibility with how that works. So just wanted to point out those two terms. The web-based conferencing, we're going to be using Google Meets. So yeah, those right in here on page 6. If I say those terms and you're like, oh my gosh, what did those mean again? Here they are. I say that because I had to teach myself to use those words. So next would be page 10. So you can see I'm skipping you through a lot of information here. Definitely, if you're curious, there's excellent information in this document. It is really well constructed, and it gives you an absolutely fantastic start off point if you have any questions. Important conversations. So here's the next one. So this is page 10. A few things that you can be thinking about at home as a family to get yourself ready. So is your home work area designed for success? So do you have a place where your child is able to sit down and do their work without distractions? Maybe it's like, ideally not with a TV around, probably his or her own place that's not a bedroom or whatever. Maybe it's the kitchen table, whatever works for your family. But ideally for success, it's going to be one place where they go every single time. It sort of sets the brain to be ready for school work. So do you guys have that? Is your desktop computer a laptop set up for success? So here's a few things that you can go through to make sure that you're not going to be running into too many of those troubleshooting problems at home with technology. There will be some, and don't worry, we'll get through those, but this could be what you're doing on your end as I'm prepping on my end, and I'm so thankful for it. One thing that I would love for you to do, just as a reminder, is to check your microphone and your camera on your computers. Routines. What routines will you need to establish in your week? This might be a nice family conversation. How will you get help with your learning? Um, another good family conversation, as well as a parent and teacher conversation. We'll talk a lot about this, especially if your child is needing a little bit of extra assistance. It's going to look differently, obviously, than being in school. So that'll be a great conversation that we will keep an open dialogue on. And finally, for the parents and for family caregivers here, just a few things to consider again. So I'm not going to go over it all, just to keep this video short. So there you have it. It was, again, page 6 and page 10 on this big document here. So the Online Learning Student and Family Guide. I hope you find this helpful. And again, I'll link this up in the email as well, so you have the direct link to this document. All right, take care. Uh, Here I'm learning how to stop. Where do I stop? There we go. And stop. Goodbye.